Alright, good afternoon everyone. So we have the third game of a three-game series against the Cardinals here. It's currently tied 1-1. Mets came back yesterday in the ninth inning for a nice 2-1 victory. Mets bats have still been pretty quiet the past couple of series, so they'll be trying to break through today. Here's the pitching matchup. Rick Porcello versus Jack Flaherty. And there you see their records on the season. I'm going to go with the alternate uniform again today. I forgot to check the weather. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, looks like it was an overcast day. Mostly overcast. Okay, uh, I've been thinking about giving Alonso a rest. I just don't know. I think I'm gonna do it. We'll give this a shot here. I got a couple of cold guys in the heart of the lineup, though. I don't know if I want to do that. How about I give Conforto a day off? And I put... Let's see. might do this, something a little different. McNeil in right field. Alright, let's try it out. Give these guys a rest here.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jack Flaherty is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has.
Got the pink bats today. So here are the lineups. You can see the Mets with a little bit of a different look. Alonso and Conforto getting days off. McNeil is in right field in the 8th spot, and Cano is playing second base. Smith at first base. Lineup's pretty similar to, I think, game 1 for the Cardinals.
As up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
A lot of break on that.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes another 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Flaherty is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
I was
J.D. Davis the next to bat. And that misses for ball 1. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible.
Hey, seeing eyes.
There's a base hit as that gets through into left.
You know what they say.
You know,
like
D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Davis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 1-1.
Oh, that's good.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Down to 3-1.
Dominic Smith would be next. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
Yeah, just laid on it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is O'Neill. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Gave it a ride.
Mets strand 1. It's the Mets nothing. Redbirds stepping up next. You're watching MLB Network.
Gave it a ride.
Rick Porcello gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Yeah, I thought maybe it had a chance to just squeak over the fence. I know I didn't get all of it, but yeah, got it at the warning track.
The pitch. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
So yeah, don't want to jinx it, but Porcello has the distinction of having not given up a home run all season.
Grounder down the first baseline. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting second, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Fouled away.
Don't leave those.
It's going to be
there,
back
please.
to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-1 home. Bouncer to the left side. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on here, though.
Mother's
that
Day.
was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that.
So they have the pink
call.
bats.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either,
take
but
a look here.
Here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Not going to challenge it.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about it. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one, no strike.
Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounder down the line at third. To second, there's Cano. Relay to first.
Nicely
in
done.
Time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Dominic Smith. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 3.
Dominic Smith.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chance for the second baseman, Wong. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start
Smith
the second.
has been slumping lately. It just seems like it's been a really long time since I've seen him get a hit.
Striding into the box, Robinson Cano, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Here's the hero from yesterday's game with that big pinch hit.
First offering on its way.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
That is second. The catcher, number 40. Wilson.
Come on.
Ramos.
Make him throw some pitches this inning.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's 2 for 7 in the series
Making
so
it
far.
too easy for him in this inning, at least. Did a
Here's
decent
the
job of
first
it
pitch
the
to
first
him.
inning.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Full count now. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good battle. Count remains full. Drilled down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another one sent foul. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit the other way out toward right field. Foul. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Last half of the 2nd set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
Now batting, Matt Carpenter, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way.
3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. No one out with a runner at second. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher,
Yadi Molina digging in now. He's 2 for 10 in the series coming into today.
Gotta go for the strikeout here.
On its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Oh my God!
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate.
All right.
Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Really not helping matters
Good job
here.
to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is
Let's
that
look
there
for
are
the
2
double
men
play.
on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
He's so fast, though. I'm not going to be able to
here with runners at first and third.
turn a double play.
Into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill.
Well, let's see.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. O'Neill is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball.
Can you stop throwing things in the dirt?
Home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1 and 2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground for Cano, this could be 2. 1 there. Back to first, and he throws it away.
He was trying to beat the speed. He wasn't going to do it.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
And you can see he's already on the bag. Ball is still mid-flight.
From the stretch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And they'll go the short way to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the third. St. Louis is out in front, 1-0. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone to lead off the inning.
As Gary Thorne used to say, goodbye, home run. Jeff McNeil.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. At the plate, Rick Porcello.
The pitcher, number 20.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Taken in by Wong. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So 1 man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
And I know
one run
McNeil
in and
had
one
been
gone
cold,
so far
but man, Rosario also very cold. It wasn't that long ago when his average was above 300. Now it's solidly below it, and he's 1 for 10 in this series.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded weakly toward third. Carpenter's got to get rid of it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem.
Slight chance of him to take it out, but nope.
The 17th, Brandon Newman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit back
hey, up the middle.
That finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into second.
Oh no!
The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run.
Something's wrong here
Bottom
because
of the third coming up, all even now at 1-1.
I didn't do that. I swear I didn't do that. I wonder if this controller is messed up. My guy, he kept running to second base, and I wasn't even pushing the button. Yeah, I think we need a new controller. This that one, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a camera on my fingers here, but I'm like pretty confident, 75 to 90% sure that was not my mistake. It was kind of like, I don't know.
Back as the Cardinals look to get their bats going in the third inning, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they have the worst team batting average in the league, and when I talked with one member of the coaching staff, he told me there's really no good excuse or explanation for it.
The Cardinals,
even though batting average isn't the
season
end-all
be-all
of
plate,
offensive stats,
they lead the
he said
national
there's no
league in
denying they
stolen
have to figure
bases.
out how to be more competitive with their at-bats. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
What happened last inning?
Leading up for the Cardinals.
At the plate now, Jack Flaherty. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Are they on, they sell these on Amazon? I don't want it to be like an imitation one, though. Huh? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Colton Wong will stand in. Hops this one up. Rosario has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate, Dexter Fowler.
Fowler.
First offering on its way. Oh, and he misses it.
Get it.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side
nice
is retired.
play,
Pretty
Smith.
painless half of the inning, all told.
After
on now
missing
to the top
it.
of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1.
Nice job by Smith and Porcello. It would have been
Up
very
now,
easy
J.D.
for
Davis.
Porcello
He
to
reached on a single
just chill
in his
out
first
there and
try.
not even move.
Yeah, guys,
and wait
everyone
for
knows
Smith
he's
to
been
make the play.
slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this. Only a master.
Let's see that. Just hardly hit to Smith. He wasn't able to make the catch on the fly. I'm actually surprised that he was running immediately. I feel like in real life that's not realistic. But Porcello was Johnny on the spot there. All right.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Strike called. 2-1.
It says 4, 5, and 6, but I'm pretty sure it's 3, 4, and 5.
Now the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
I got away with one there.
Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes.
Cespedes almost hit one out last time up. 3-1 count now to Davis.
High in the air down the right field line.
It's out of here, foul.
But this will wind up being a foul ball.
All right.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch.
That's low. That's low.
There's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now back, left fielder.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ugh.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
A ball and a strike now. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And now he'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's
2-strike slider. I tell you, it's a tough one.
In now, Dominic Smith. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Hitters count. Here comes the power swing.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put
Good
runners
eye.
on first and second now with one away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on but fouled off to the left. In his career, Cano comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. Cano waiting on the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Ball 2.
And he takes ball 2 and it's 2-1.
2 balls.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Cano awaiting the 2-1. Hit back up the middle.
Double
DeYoung
play.
gets it in. Step on the bag for 1.
Damn it.
On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Nimmo in pursuit.
Oh my God.
And he tracks
What
it
was
down.
that?
Nice play for the first out.
What was that all about?
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul
A
DeYoung.
little bit of a miscommunication there.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First pitch on its way.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
A ball and 2 strikes. Slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Porcello has his target. First pitch on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. There's a shot out to right center field. Heading for second is Carpenter. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Molina's up.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield.
All right.
And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Game still tied at 1.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi.
Once
thanks.
again, warming up in the bullpen. He's been in every game so far. We'll see. Probably will be in this
pitch
one.
To him. Wilson Ramos will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this
bad,
one.
So I don't know why Wainwright's warming up.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now the pitch. 2-1.
Ugh. Got the call there.
Ball 3-1.
Wow, this guy's not calling.
Didn't go his way on 2-1, but
inside.
it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Is there a hole in my bat?
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
3-2 pitch. Grounded
That's
back
up the middle.
And a base hit. So
hey,
leadoff man
don't
is
go to
on
second.
To begin the inning.
Okay, he stopped.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside
that had
the
the look
baseball,
of that Nimmo
hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
All right, so now it's McNeil with the home run today.
So here's Jeff McNeil.
Oh.
And this one's in the dirt.
Oh no. Okay, I went back. Oh shit. He would have been thrown out. Ramos is too slow.
The 0-1 changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he's a little
in order
too
for
high
Ramos
with that
to
one.
advance,
2 balls and a strike.
in order for Ramos to advance on a wild pitch, it has to go all the way to the backstop. It has to bounce around 4 or 5 times. The catcher has to like trip as he's heading over there, get up, trip again, grab it, toss it to second, and then it'll be, you know, a bang bang play.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Hit on the ground to third.
That's through.
And
okay.
it's through into left field, a base hit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles.
You're right. Even in that scenario I described,
they have so.
He would still be out. Okay, so here is a sacrifice bunt situation. Pretty clearly, I'd like to have a successful bunt this time.
So many options at their disposal
Let's
right
see.
now.
I mean, I'd like to bunt it to the right side. Because I really need to deaden the ball and bunt it to the right side. Well, actually, no. If I bunt it to the left side, that would probably be better. Because then there won't be anybody covering third. And Ramos is really slow. Well, we'll see what happens.
Plate now, Rick Porcello. Now a bunt attempt here. Wong for one.
Well,
Relay to Goldie,
you know, that still really sucked.
Double play.
That sucked.
That's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just
I don't know how to deaden the ball, damn it.
Into a double play.
Into the box now.
Why can't my pitchers bunt?
0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
All right, well, let's get something going here. Let's get this run in.
From the belt, the pitch. Ball 1. Men on third with 2 down. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working.
Are they pitching around me here? Come on.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
I guess not.
Now time is marked out by the home plate umpire.
It's another one of those big hit scenarios here. Let's.
Here's the 2-1. In the dirt and block behind
clearly
the plate. No advance
not
here,
going
but it's
anywhere.
3-1 now.
All right,
Sure,
it's a hitter's count here. It's a hitter's count.
He'll step out yet again.
Let's wait for something right in the zone. Something you can drive. Don't swing it.
And the 3-1 pitch.
Yeah. Oh!
Like
it hit him.
Squarely in the arm. And they'll end up
all right.
And talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's okay. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken.
He's waving them off. He says he's all right.
Indeed planning to give it another go.
Let's see a replay of that one. Ooh. Solid crack of the bat. Let's follow this baseball. Let's follow it. Let's see the rotation. Ooh. It's gonna leave a bruise. Let's get this just right. All right. Yep. Shortstop has to change directions. There's no play. All right, so now some speed on the bases, and Nimmo is up.
So here's Brandon Nimmo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now, Molina has a pretty good throwing arm, right? Oh yeah, his arm strength is 74, so that's certainly well above average. You can see that on the right half of the screen, arm strength. His arm accuracy is a 58, but yeah, he's not somebody I want to run on very often.
3-0 now.
But hey, 3-0 count.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. easy transfer throw to second base.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. 2 out with the man at first. That one's in there.
Right down the pipe.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholing a certain area.
Good
and
eye.
It wasn't what he was looking for.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So striding in, J.D. Davis. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Now's the time to strike. This guy's getting up there
one-run game
in pitch count.
First pitch fastball off the plate there.
He's starting to lose the strike zone. So when he tries to put it back in there, it tends to be right down the pipe.
2-0.
He's falling behind again.
Execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. The 2-1 pitch.
Oh, that would have been a ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time.
Advantage pitcher now.
Here's the 2-2.
Oh!
Got him swinging. The fastball by him to end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Nicely done.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in, Lane Thomas. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Heading out towards shallow right. McNeil will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Tommy Edman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitter.
Number 19. Tommy
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Nimmo, And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. Genesis Cabrera takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 92, Genesis.
Cabrera 2-0 with a 3.8.
New inning set to get underway, and up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
The first baseman, number 2, Dominic.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Something going.
It was a walk in his last trip.
Pile on a few more here. Tired of these one-run games.
One 0 count. Here it is. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th.
Hey.
Into center field. Line drive base hit. Cespedes isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he saves.
Wow.
Now lead by 2.
Nice base running.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Cracks his slump in a big spot here. The Mets go ahead 3-1. Let's check that replay. He's going all the way. Nice. Close play at the plate. Some hard-nosed base running there. Head first slide. He's in there. Still nobody out.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Oh, it's a good pitch to hit.
Molina
He popped the damn thing up.
Right.
Ah.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40.
Get out of here, bat boy. What was that all about? He's not even holding the bat.
Runner at second, 1 away. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
All right. Ramos at the plate.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. One out and a runner on second base. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
Bat boy.
Now time granted here at
That
the
says
plate
ball
as he'll
boy,
step
actually.
out of the box. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2 is in there. Called strike 3.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball.
Thought it was going to
right
be
on
inside.
the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil as he rips it on the
right
ground
at him.
to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Okay. Well, got one.
One for the Mets here on the RBI double. Through 5.5. Here's Colton Wong now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point
That's
in the
it.
game,
Keep doing that.
you know you're doing something
Keeps
right,
my
Matt.
pitch count
You're
down.
spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So digging in now, Dexter Fowler. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Cespedes will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the
That was a
inning.
hot one there.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready for another chance? Paul Goldschmidt 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Line towards center field. Nimmo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals.
They are hitting some hard shots, but they're right at somebody. I will keep Porcello in.
Will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Jordan Hicks.
So here now is the pitcher, Rick Porcello. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now the pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario.
Oh, sorry, man. I thought, do you get the notifications when I go live? I don't know. Yeah, I did forget to send it to you. I'll make sure I do it next time.
Here's the first pitch to him. Slider, and that's
Oh,
hit on the
come
ground
on.
towards second. Wong has it, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
All right, let's
first pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1.
Take a few pitches.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score.
Good finish brewing.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
You shut your
Yeah,
mouth.
if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3.
Damn it.
Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the...
All right, just in case, and get some action going. Familia and Wilson.
Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground for Cano at second. He's right there. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. First pitch on its way.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back even now at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
So 2 are gone now for Yadier Molina. First offering on its way.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
This is flared out towards second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here.
Smith
goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially
it's not Smith.
devastating collision.
E4.
He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
All right, shake it off.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Tyler O'Neill. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. runner on first with 2 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Back goes McNeil, and this will kick off the base of the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Jerry Familia trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Yeah, Porcello had been pitching a good game there, but the error and then the double. Time for a strikeout indeed.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lane Thomas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Ready with the 1-1. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
No! And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. Tag not in time. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions, and from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Gyro. Mundo.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Hit on the ground is short. Rosario's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Ah, damn it.
John Brebbia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
All right.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
both of those runs were unearned.
Settling in now, J.D. Davis. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
So it's a no decision for Porcello.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Thomas has it for route number 1. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. One out, nobody on. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Cespedes behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Right there. We've got Wong, Fowler, Goldschmidt. We'll start warming up Lugo as well. Protect the zone.
Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Dive and he can't hang on. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
That's a hit. The first baseman, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Pinch runner. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should. All right. Kind of need some defense anyway. I'll do it. So Cespedes comes out of the game. I'm going to put Marisnik on at first base.
Jake Marisnik will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 16, Jake Marisnik.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
All right, all right, all right.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
And it's quickly 0-2. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Again, he sends it out of play. fouls this one off.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. The next 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Robinson Cano the next to dig in. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
A throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. Now a spin and a throwback to second. He is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. So no runs here. 1 hit, 1 Cardinal error, and none left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Jake Marisnick takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning.
Number 16.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. Davis grabs it cleanly. Oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. And this will go down as an E5.
Starting to get sloppy again. This is falling apart.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. As a look, now the pitch. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A 1 pitch on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit to first. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Why he didn't throw to second?
Too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there
it's because there was nobody at the base. Well,
really
I don't
showed
know.
off his speed.
I hit to throw to second, and he didn't want to do it.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung.
Oh, boy. All right.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ugh, don't hang it up there, please.
0-1.
Oh, no.
Skied into straightaway right.
Get it, get it, get it.
And McNeil will put it away to retire the side. One left for the Cardinals. No change in the score. It's 3-3. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Back goes Thomas, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Seems like Cano only gets hits when he pinch hits. I put him into the starting lineup, and he always goes 0-4.
Digging in, Wilson Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
This is skied into short left center. DeYoung ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So striding forward now, Jeff McNeil. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Fowler.
Get out.
And as Mets fans have heard
yes!
before, that ball's out of here.
2nd home run of the game.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Look at it. Look at Familia grabbing a bat. Like, come on, man.
Hey, with 1 swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
Alex Reyes takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 29, Alex Reyes.
All right. Polar Pete.
Pete Alonso will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 20, Pete Alonso.
And I am getting... Oh. I'm getting Betances ready. I'm going to give him the 9th inning because Diaz is pretty tired.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Comes in
Give it to me again.
Down in the 240s. A dozen home runs and an even 20 RBIs. swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Oh, that grounder caught him.
I got him.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That's like the second or third time I've hit the pitcher today.
And that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to.
Replay. That hit his face? How is he staying in the game? Look at this. This guy's tough as nails. He's like look at his eyes. He's like, give me some more. Whew. All right.
So now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 2 out with the man at first. Hit hard toward the right side. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
He's going to hold up.
In scoring position following the 2-out double.
Break sign is on at third.
Coming into this one, but
I wanted to send him, but I think I would have been out by a mile.
Of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. A swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. The 0-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Oh, right at him. Damn it.
Long is there. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as this side is retired. And some dramatics here in the top of the ninth as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's 4-3 New York.
Right over the fence.
Dylan Betances, the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
So stepping in, Matt Carpenter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Betances, the right-hander that stands 6'8". He was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. 3-1.
Oh, great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
That's a bad start.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate.
Lugo warming up.
As a look, now the pitch. Fastball, and that ran in and drilled him.
What's going on?
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team.
Why is
I
this
think
happening
he could
to
have
me?
gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield nod.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lane Thomas stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full down, 3-2. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Justin Turner will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. In there for strike 1, 0-1. He's got the potential tying run at third, the winning run at second base. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Fouled away. Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And we are tied here in the bottom of the ninth.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield. And
Justin Wilson takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings.
Justin Wilson.
You and I both, man.
Here's the first pitch. He's set. The 0-1. Lays off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across. Andrew Miller takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. We are into extra innings and set to go as the third baseman, J.D. Davis. Time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. He's set. Here it comes.
I need to take a break here. My hands are shaking.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get fouled. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. The 2-1 home. Strike two swinging.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Thomas is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jake.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jake Marisnick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. And this one runs up high, ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Good location on the outside corner there. 1 and 2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thomas is there. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Skied into very shallow right. Fowler is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning, so one will win it here. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler.
The right fielder, Dexter.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Fowler. 0-1.
And it's 1-1. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
Stop talking.
Marisnick, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
I know.
Taking in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it takes ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Ball and a strike.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
That fastball's too much for him there. 1 and 2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Line drive to left. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, 2 count, the pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score remains tied at 4. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's set, and the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-0 count. The pitch. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I think we have to pinch run here.
And now it becomes decision time, and the Cardinals.
I'm surprised the manager. It's not a suggestion, but yeah, I'm gonna pinch run because Cano is pretty slow. He's a speed 13. If I got here, I've got Lowry's a speed 40, and Nunez is a speed 65. I'm gonna go with Nunez.
Dugout as you get a look at which arms are left in the St. Louis bullpen. Eduardo Nunez will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Back in standing. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now.
So here's the situation.
Anything
He's
that
hit
is
2
around
home
the strike
runs
zone,
today.
he feels he can get the
Do you
barrel to
bunt
it,
or do you have
he
him
continues
swing?
to hit line drives.
I will appeal to the audience for my strategy on this at-bat. No bunt, he says. With Ramos at first base. No bunt. Okay.
Here's the first pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. First and second here with nobody out. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one.
Should have bunted.
And that gets him as well a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Michael Conforto will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Michael Conforto.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Conforto is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his bat.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and here in the 11th, they have broken through to take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Wong. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So 1 run on Eduardo Nunez will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
Well, he's a pinch runner, not a pinch hitter.
Seth Lugo takes the mound in a save situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th.
All right.
Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Ready, here's the first offering.
That's a ball. 0-1, no
wide, 2-0. Two and one to count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time. One away.
Shift.
The catcher, number 4. Yadier Molina.
Digging in. Yadier Molina 0 for 2 for him to this point. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And ball 1-0. Lugo, 30 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. In for strike 2.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And that is swung on and missed.
Big out.
And things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Swing and
put
a
it
miss.
in the
He
book.
struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win.
Wow.
And any win is good, especially on the road.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. New York posted 15 total hits in the ball game. Justin Wilson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Seth Lugo closes the door for the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
So Wilson with the win. Miller, once again, the Mets get to Andrew Miller, and they give him his second loss of the season. Lugo with his second save of the season.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 5 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Woof. This was a roller coaster. Let's take a look at the replay.
1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home
That's how the
safely.
first RBI was? Yeah, I don't, off of Porcello. McNeil's first home run of the game. And that tied it up at 1 in the 3rd inning. was that big hit by Thomas with runners on second and third off of Familia. Yeah, those are both unearned and credited to Porcello. It was McNeil's second home run, which I thought was going to be my winning run. Wasn't able to capitalize with the rest of that rally. And Betances with the blown save. Sac fly. Oh, it was Turner too. I have not. Well, that's the first time I've gotten the guy out. And yeah, of course, he gets an RBI with it. And what a series that guy has had. His first at bats in the major leagues. He's been killing me. This is how the bottom of the ninth ended with a ground out. Game stayed tied at 4 at that point, but finally able to come through here. Conforto with a line drive, single to center, 11th. Lugo looks good in relief. Struck out O'Neill. And the Mets win it 5-4. Close one. Back and forth. Looked like it was going to slip away a couple of times. Mets have been struggling a little bit with their late inning relief over the past, really this series. 3 for 5, a good game at the plate for McNeil with 2 RBIs, with 2 solo home runs. Smith 1 for 4 with an RBI. And Rosario with an RBI as well. He's 2 for 6. How many walks here? 3 walks? Yeah, okay. 2 home runs for McNeil. He has 9 on the season. Here's the pitching line. Porcello had a decent outing. He had to leave the game early after the error and double in the 7th inning. Familia came in, and because he gave up that hit, he was credited with a blown save. Then, of course, Betances was credited with a blown save. Wilson pitched all right. He ends up getting the win, his first of the season. Lugo with his second save of the season. Two for 5 for O'Neill. 2 RBIs today credited to Thomas, 1 for O'Neill, 1 for Turner, the sac fly as a pinch hitter. Pitching line, there you have it. Miller, the losing pitcher. Well, I really was hoping to give my bullpen some relief today and not have to put him in there, and that ended up not being the case, having to go to extra innings, unfortunately. So in Arizona, we give the ball to stand by. It's a good matchup. Give the ball to DeGrom, and he faces Madison Bumgarner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Mets
looking for DeGrom
swung it well
to go long
with
in this
15
game,
hits
certainly.
in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-4. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in last place in the NL Central, and the Mets are in third place in the NL East.
Maybe some
the Atlanta Braves completed a 3-game series sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-3. As of today, the Braves sit in first place in the National League East division, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. The Cubbies hit 3 long balls as they pulled away from the Nationals 8-2. In the standings, the Cubs sit in second place in the National League Central, while the Nationals are in second place in the NL East. David Robertson earned the 3rd W of his season as the Fightin' Phils took care of the Pirates 3-1.
Yes.
As of right now, the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, while the Phillies are in 4th place in the NL East. Devin Williams had his first victory of the year as the Brewers pushed past the Diamondbacks 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division, while the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West. Kyle Freeland got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run, helping the Rockies beat the Reds 6-1. As of today, the Rockies are in 3rd place in the NL West, and the Reds sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. The Los Angeles Dodgers went deep 4 times as they bested the visiting Padres 7-4. At the start of the day, the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West Division, and the Padres are 2nd in the division. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they dismantled the Giants 11-5. In the standings, the Giants are in last place in the NL West, while the White Sox are leading the American League Central. Marcus Walden got the W and now has 5 this year, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 3-0. As of right now, the Yankees sit in 1st place in the American League Eastern Division, and the Red Sox are 2nd in the division. The Texas Rangers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-2. Heading into the day, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East, and the Rangers are in 4th place in the AL West. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-2. At the start of the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East, and the Angels are in 1st place in the AL West. The Tigers combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Indians 4-0. Entering the day's action, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, while the Indians are 3rd in the division. The Twins smacked 15 team hits as they dethroned the Royals 11-4. In the standings, the Twins are in 2nd place in the AL Central, while the Royals are 4th in the division. The A's got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-3. Heading into the day, the A's are in 2nd place in the AL West, and the Blue Jays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. The Astros earned the 4-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Mariners 9-5. As of right now, the Astros are in 3rd place in the AL West, and the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
I still sometimes forget the Astros are American League. It's kind of weird to see them there. But all right, so we'll see who the Mets call up and who they send down before this series against the Diamondbacks. Thanks for joining in. It was an interesting one and good pitching matchup to look forward to. See you at the next one.